Hey guys, what's up? Today I have a UU match. This one is against It's Firefly and the numbers or whatever. He's using the same team that he used last time against me, which I didn't realize until like the end of the battle. But yeah, I have a new team, and it's featuring Clin Clang, which I recently made. And for those of you interested, once again, I have actually finished my quest to make every single Pokemon that I feel is worth making. I actually still have like 34 slots once I took out my Ubers, so I'm probably gonna go back and just fill them up just to satisfy my OCD-ness or whatever. Um, as for this battle, I'm gonna lead with my Roserade, and I figure Hishamin's most likely defensive. A lot of them like to be and abuse that bulk. But if he does hit me with an HP Fire or Ice, I'm not really that worried. I can still put it to sleep and then just sleep powder again on the switch because of the natural cure, etc. But he goes to Zapdos, takes the sleep powder, which is great because Zapdos is a pretty annoying Pokemon to deal with. Um, Here I'm going to go for the Hidden Power, confident he's obviously going to switch out. He's going to go to his Arcanine, thinking my Hidden Power will probably be Fire or Ice, as most of them are. Unfortunately for him, it's actually Ground, because this is a Toxic Spikes Focus Sash Roserade, and I get tired of Poison types, mainly like Nidoking, switching in, plus Fire and Steel, it hits, right? And Fire and Ice can't do all of that. Yes, Roserade is annoying because it resists, the Grass move and is neutral to the Ground move, but yeah, I mean, it's the best coverage for that sort of thing. So he's going to switch out, not wanting to take another Hidden Power. I'm going to switch out, not wanting to take a Flare Blitz because he's faster than me if he's Jolly. Um, and I go to my Swampert to take, the hit. He goes to his Nidoqueen. I'm going to Ice Beam, just fearing that Shaman coming in. He's going to set up Stealth Rock. So now I'm going to go for Stealth Rocks. And he switches in his Slowbro. At this point, I'm going to switch out to my Roserade, thinking, if he wants to hit me with a Scald or perhaps a Status, Roserade's fine to take that. I'll just have to switch out. He is going to predict that switch and go for the Ice Beam. And it's going to do a lot of damage, but I am going to live because it's not stab, basically. I'm going to go for the Leaf Storm. I guess he over-predicted. And just didn't want to go to Shaman. I'm assuming a Shaman's especially defensive. Because he has this and a Hitmon top, which probably has Rapid Spin based on his team, and therefore is probably physically defensive. So it's like I don't know why he didn't go to Shaman because it's likely especially defensive, and or Nidoqueen. I don't know, but I take him out. I do get a crit, totally useless. It's like 130% damage, even with no Life Orb or whatever. Without the crit. So, yeah, I go for Leaf Storm again, just wanting to lose Roserade. I really should have kept it, but Nidoqueen's one of those Pokemon that has like 50 different moves it can use. So I was like, if I go to Swampert, I don't know. I really should have, because a lot of the common moves, I mean, Ice Beam, Fire Blast, Earth Power, Earthquake, Crunch, Stone Edge, none of them really do that much. So I really should have just went to save my Roserade for when he sets up Toxic Spikes. But I'm going to go to Raikou. Choice Specs, Hidden Power Ice. He's going to live it. I believe there was a small chance the max damage was like 52% or something like that. Because he's max special defense. And that would have been really close. But yeah, no, he lived and got up another layer of Toxic Spikes. So if I had sent out to my Swampert, could have Earthquaked or Ice Beamed, whatever, and used Roserade to come back in and absorb those Toxic Spikes. But whatever. Now they're just gonna annoy me for the rest of the battle. Here I'm going to switch out to my Arcanine because it does have the Intimidate. I figure maybe he'll want to go for the Flare Blitz, but I should have expected the close combat because the Swampert switching is pretty obvious, and Wild Charge and Flare Blitz really do nothing to it. But even if I switch to Swampert, close combat hits it pretty hard too. I figure the Intimidate will help me take the hit a little better. But he does a lot of damage. I'm like, okay, he's probably Choice Banded because that was a big hit for a non-stab move at -1. And he is Choice Banded based on that damage. So here I'm going to go for the Extreme Speed, just wanting to hit him because, yeah, he doesn't have a visible Life Orb, so it's obviously Choice Banded. And I figure Extreme Speed will take him out. He's going to switch to his Hitmon top, get me the Intimidate, and survive that pretty easily. Here, what I should have done is gone for the Will-O-Wisp, because I think when he's burned, if he's defensive, which he probably is because he's, got Intimidate, I don't think a close combat can kill my Arcanine, but I went for the Morning Sun just to be cautious, even though I was expecting the Rapid Spin, so I really should have went for the Will-O-Wisp, plus get that residual damage started a little early, but then again, if I missed, it would have been sucky, but I don't know. I went for the Morning Sun just to be safe. Now I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. Unfortunately, because he just Rapid Spin, he's going to switch to his Arcanine because it is now safe. He's going to expect me to, I guess, Flare Blitz. Really not sure because I could have easily just like hit him with a close combat, but that would be weird. I don't know. I mean, yeah, Will-O-Wisp works out for him because he gets his flash fire boost. Not that he's going to use it. He's going to hit him with a close combat. However, I'm going to go for the extreme speed because I figure he's probably not going to go for it because it won't really do. Well, I mean, it'll do a nice amount, but not as much. He's going to just barely live that extreme speed, however, which really, really sucks. And he's going to take me out with a crit. Didn't matter because even if he's Jolly Choice Band, even at minimum damage, I died from the poison, so it wasn't a big deal. But yeah, him living definitely was. Gonna go to Swampert. Figure he can take a close combat. I probably should have just outright killed him, but I go for Stealth Rocks instead. Figure if he switches out, which he probably would do, but he doesn't, that would be perfect because then I've got my rocks back up. Here I am going to go for the Ice Beam just in case Shaman wants to come in because of Scald or Earthquake, but I probably should just went for the Scald anyways because I went for the Ice Beam last time, but yeah, no. So I go for the Ice Beam, and he does send in his Hitmontop, and that really doesn't do that much. Yeah, Scald would have been nice if I got the burn, or if I had used Will-O-Wisp previously. However, that's not the case. Here, I'm like, he's going to Rapid Spin, so I want to switch out to my Heracross, but I'm like, if I switch out to my Raikou, that'll be a little better, because I can at least get switch advantage with Volt Switch. But he's going to predict me once again fairly nicely and go for the close combat, which wouldn't have done all that much on Heracross, which I really should have went to because just in case he did do what he is doing right now and going for the close combat, and that would have done significantly less because of the resistance because I'm a bug type. Another bad thing is that he actually has Sucker Punch, which is I guess common enough, but not. I don't know. Technotop is kind of, or not Technotop, the Rapid Spin Hitmontop defensive variant is kind of weird. I mean, there's a lot of different moves you can run on it, so I wasn't expecting Sucker Punch. But you know what? Even if I switched out, I would have to come into Rocks and die, so not a big deal. Go to Heracross, which I should have done last time. I'm going to lay off a close combat. I'm hoping the Shaman is not physically defensive, but again, as I explained earlier, he's got a Slowbro and a Rapid Spin Hitmontop, so why would he have a physically defensive Shaman as well? And there you see from that damage, he's probably max health, but not any defense investment. And that means it's a clean 2-hit KO, so I'm going to just go ahead and go for another close combat. He's going to switch to his Hitmontop to get the Intimidate off. This close combat would have done around like 38% max, so even with the -1, so I'm pretty sure it would have been a 2-hit KO. However, I am going to get a crit. But without the crit, I probably would have just went to Swampert and just, tried to hit him down a little bit. Because he probably would have went for the Rapid Spin. He might have went for the close combat. I don't know. I got the crit. It kind of sucked, but yeah. Anyways, in comes Sleeping Zapdos. I'm going to switch out because I don't want to be locked into a Scarf Close Combat. And yes, I got my Moxie Boost, but that just put me back at neutral after the Intimidate. So I'm going to run my Klinklang. He is going to double switch to his Arcanine to provide him switch advantage, but honestly, the only thing he has worth switching into is his Shaman, so it's like, I don't know why he didn't just go straight into that. But yeah, I got my Klinklang in here. I figure even Earth Power probably won't KO me, but he might not have it. So I'm just going to go with the Shift Gear. And I am indeed faster, so he's definitely a defensive variant. He's going to go for the Aromatherapy to wake up his Zapdos because he figured it would be useful because it's an Agility Zapdos. But unless he had HP Grass, Swampert pretty much walls it. So it's not a huge deal. But now that I got my boosts up, I'm just going to go for Return. I figured maybe if he goes to Zapdos, Gear Grind won't be that much. Plus it can miss. Return does the job anyway, so whatever. Now he's going to go into his Zapdos, who is awake, but unfortunately because I have my +2, I'm outspeeding him, and because I have my +1 attack, Return is going to easily take him out, and that's going to be the end of the battle. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the match. It's a pretty nice match. He did some nice predictions. I kind of played really safe, I guess, and it cost me at some points and didn't at other points. But yeah, so see you guys next time. Peace out.